And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Niko is out there with Boban Marjanovic. Then there's Hayes, and it's Baldwin in at the point guard position. Larkin no good. Here's Baberovic, pass to Marjanovic, and here's Hayes. The ball's knocked loose, stolen by Thompson. Here's Larkin. The basket's good, off the assist from Thompson.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Baldwin, and a miss there on the triple. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Here's Smith, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
3 misses in a row. Still looking for their first bucket.
Thompson right side. Buries it down low.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Here's Baldwin. To the middle. Here's Marjanovic. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for the away team.
And he drops the first.
2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Now here's Thompson. To the left side wing. Uses the glass on the layup. Thompson's got his second basket of the game.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Driving to the basket. Baldwin's shot is good.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Up and in on the layup. Larkin's got 5.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Here's Baldwin, defended by Thompson. Marjanovic passes to Baldwin. Marjanovic. The shot, no good. Here's Smith. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Here's Baldwin, and he goes in for the dunk.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Pass to Marjanovic. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender, poor guy.
Here's Nora, and that one is stuffed right through.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Here's Baberovic from outside the arc. They get it back. That shot missing.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
They set the screen. The three from Thompson. Poirier passes to Smits. Here's Larkin. Out to Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Second chance shot. Here's Smits. Pass to Larkin. Here's Nora. He's defended by Hayes. Three-pointer, no good. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Baberovic, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
Just magnificent. I mean, he punishes the D for lackluster effort.
They look a little disorganized there. The result is an emphatic jam.
Yeah, when you're not locked in on defense, they will make you pay with an easy finish there.
Here's Melly. No made baskets yet. And yep, it's good.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Larkin. And that one's good.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Larkin's gone 4 for 6 from the floor here tonight. It's tipped. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Here's Baldwin. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. Oh, they get a hand on it. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Up 4. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Poirier with the rebound. Oh, trying his luck from deep. He can't hit that time. Pass to Guduric. Now Birch from downtown. And it's Smits with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And the basket by Poirier.
Coaches love those hit-ahead passes, advancing the ball as quickly as possible.
Out left to the wing. To the wing on the left. No good with the triple. In transition. Here's Smits. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. He drops it from range.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
Here's Bryant to the left wing. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And as we head deeper into January, let's glance over the power rankings and see where we're at. They're making moves up the standings, claiming that 4th spot.
You know, right now for the visiting team, they're kind of a middle-of-the-road squad. Not bad, but haven't been able to make the leap into the upper echelon of teams.
Pass to Smits. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Kept alive. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. To the right side. Hey, expanding his range.
They had some success in the first quarter, but since then, they've gone cold.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Misses the 3. Here's Guterich. Yet to see a basket. Puts up a 3. Poirier with the rebound. Poirier's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Bryant with the bucket. Bryant's got his first 2 points of the night.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And there's 1:45 left to play in the first half. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line.
Home team foul. Number 33. First personal foul, first team foul.
First free throw is good.
At the line for the away team.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. There's a screen. From outside, off the mark.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Offensive board.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
First personal foul, first team foul.
1 minute left in the first half. Pass to Birch. Here's Guterich, covered by Bryant. From deep. Guterich can't hit.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Floats one. And that's 2 points on the layup. 7 points in the game.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
There's a screen by Birch. Out to the right wing. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
They haven't scored as much in the painted area this quarter. Maybe they should go back to that.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. .24 seconds left in the second quarter. There's the drive. Count it. His fourth bucket at 8 shots.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Down low. And so that brings the first half to a close. Up 11. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Hey folks, first off, looking ahead to All-Star Weekend. Let's see.
All of them have serious talent, and they have endurance. They can shoot all day, rack after rack.
Yeah, when these guys... Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the home team. Thanks for tuning in.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Thompson with it. And the layup falls. Thompson's gotten his third basket of the night.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Hayes is out there with Niko Melli. Then it's Boban Marjanovic, and it's Beberovic in at the 2.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
First trip to the line for him here. That one misses. And he sinks the second. So it's the home team now. Larkin with the bucket. Larkin's got 12.
They have no answer defensively inside.
We've got Boban Marjanovic. Niko Melli is out there with Hayes. And it's Baldwin in at the point. Pass to Melli. Into the lane. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to...
Shooting for the away team, Niko Melli.
Challenge in place. We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he still heaved.
That one's off. So we can't get either to fall. Boy, we're seeing inspired play out of them.
And that's certainly reflected in the score.
Thompson passes to Smits. Here's Larkin. The 3 ball. Melli with a rebound. They've got Niko Melli. He's out there with Hayes. And it's Beberovic in at the shooting guard position.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. He takes it in. Larkin no good.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Thompson with a steal. Over to the wing. 3-pointer. Larkin with the bucket. Larkin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. They grab their own miss. Tipped. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Smits. And he slams it in one-handed.
Changing ends quickly, scoring before the defense can set up. They've been doing it all game.
Yeah. And that's made a huge difference. They're making the most of the chance on the break. Transition buckets decide more games than people think.
Now Hayes. No points so far. Pass to Beberovic. And the ball travels out of bounds. turnover. On Sunday, and then on Thursday. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here's Larkin. He's got 15. Just 4 to shoot. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Pass to Melli. Here's Baldwin. From deep three-point land. And it's Larkin with a rebound. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
Full team foul. 3A. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
The visitors with the ball. Trailing by 17. Pass to Baberovic. There's a screen. Here's Baldwin. Poirier with the rebound. Poirier's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Larkin. Book it again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Out to the right wing. Looking to win the run. Pass to Melli. Robbed. Here's the break. Larkin with the bucket. Larkin's got 9 points now in the second half.
And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And he knocks down the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Here's Nora. Here's Thompson. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
Good. Baldwin's got 8.
Open court basketball at its best. The D slow to catch up, and the assist leads him right to the basket.
And here is Thompson. He's got 6. Larkin no good.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Here's Melli. And it's Smits with a rebound. Smits has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Nora. Here's Larkin. Shot is up. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim. On the way in. Larkin's got 21.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Delivering the blowout. And we've got more action coming. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And the visitors call time here. You know, for a while now, the NBA has done a last 2 minutes report on games. Richard, how do you think the players feel about this?
I can tell you how I feel. I don't like the 2-minute report. I think it does absolutely nothing to help the basketball game. Guys are frustrated. They need to move on. If they walk into the next game worried about the last 2-minute report, are they really focused on that game?
Clock at 6. Puts it up. It's stolen. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
First team foul. At the line for the away team.
The first free throw is good.
2 shots.
Good on both. Here's Larkin. Pass to Smith. Launches a three. Gudarich with the rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Now, we don't pick favorites, Richard, but did you have a favorite road city?
Well, it depends on when you ask me, B.A. I love New York. That's my favorite city. I was born in L.A., but there's nothing like going home to Phoenix, Arizona, where I grew up.
Here's Larkin. Off the mark there with a three. Unloads. And they get it back. Pass to Gudarich. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. That one goes. Count it. 4-3. Oturu with the rebound.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
The three. Rebounded by Birch. Birch has got 4 rebounds now. To the wing on the left. Pass to Gudarich. Lets the three fly. The offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and the putback.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. To the wing, right side. Can't nail the jumper.
Normally he drains that.
From deep three-point range. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
A minute 39 left in the fourth quarter here. Pure from three-point range.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
Richard, how do you think you would have fared if social media was as prevalent in your younger years as it is right now?
I can tell you right now, I would not be able to sit next to you right now, B.A. That's the type of life I would have lived.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
First team foul.
Not really his range, and it's off target. 1:03 left in the fourth. He buries it from three.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Oturu is gone 1 for 3 from the field here. And Birch slams it in. There's 47 seconds left in the final quarter. Lets it fly. Rebounded by Birch. Pass to Gudarich. Birch with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes back up. And it's good on the lay-in. Here's Larkin. There's 18 seconds left to play in the fourth. Puts up a 3. Sinks the tray. Inside. Got a piece of it. And so they get the victory here at home. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes.
Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to Nora. Back to Thompson. Here's Poirier.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
First team foul.
Here's Nora. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Here's the screen. And it's Hayes in the corner. They get a hand on it. About a minute played so far here in the first. Larkin, the pass to Nora. Here's Smits, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Goes to the away team.
Driving in. He's covered by Thompson. No good on the triple. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Poirier passes to Thompson. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket. He's covered by Thompson. Thompson with the rebound.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Nora, the pass to Thompson.
0. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Poirier. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
He gets it in there.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
From downtown, they get the rebound. Here's Nora, and he dunks it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
5 to shoot. Count that one.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Here's Larkin. And he banks in the layup.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Here's Ward. It's good from long range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Thompson outside. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Ooh. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And the three ball is good.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
Here's Larkin. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Larkin's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Pass to Hayes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
2 shots. The play is under video review under NBA rules. There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Smits passes to Nora. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Larkin. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Here's Larkin. For the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Larkin's got 5. Up in time. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Up by 5. And we'll be back right. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Yep, it counts. There's the pick. Here's Poirier. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Poirier's got his 2nd basket of the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Inside, here's the break. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
They set the pick on deep. Is with the rebound. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. And the home team has possession. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Low. Off target from three-point range.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Shot from the wing. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Takes it inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul, first team foul.
The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Herrera. Just 5 to shoot. For 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
You got to have a good basketball IQ to be effective. I love the decision to kick it out.
1:52 left to play here in the half. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5. Low. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 7.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time.
Here's Poirier. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Boy, you can see the connection these guys have. They ran the play well. The defense had no idea how to deal with it.
1:14 left in the first half of the game. Low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Pass to Smits. 58 seconds left here in the second. Makes it off the glass.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Here's Herrera. He has 5. Good on the bucket. Herrera's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
And they pick up 2. Here's the 3. Can't hit that one.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Pass to Hummus. There's the triple. That shot, no good. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. They're up by 7. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
You know what I was just thinking about, fellas? The NBA has lots of bright lights, maybe too bright for some.
Speaking of bright,
and talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the home team.
seems like.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Here's Larkin. Larkin out there with Thompson. And it's Poirier in at the center, filling out the middle. Larkin can't get it to go. Larkin's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Thompson comes with the double team. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover.
Away team foul. Number 2. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Poirier. And he jams it with authority.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Here's Larkin. 5 points in the game. Pass to Smits. To the wing right side. Here's Poirier. A 3-ball. Oh, trying for it. Offensive rebound. Here's Larkin. On the wing, Thompson. 5 on the clock. Stepped in the line, out of bounds there, and that will cost them the possession. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. And there's the drive. Here's Hayes. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Thompson inside. 6 to shoot. There's a good screen. Larkin. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And he makes the first.
At the line for 2. Larkin.
Larkin hits them both. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And he drives in. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. He's got 7.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Pass to Smits. Rob. And they're running. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Out to the right wing. Here's Poirier, covered by Hayes. Here's Larkin. And the 3 off target.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
And they answer right back with as much force as possible.
This is a heavyweight battle, and both teams trading punches.
And, guys, I hope they keep it up just like this. Let's see some more end-to-end action.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Smits. And that one drops for him. Smits has got 8.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Ward for the lead. A 3-pointer is right on target. Ward's got his second bucket of the game to go.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. Here's Larkin. They get it again. They shoot again. And foul on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And he knocks down the first one. Good on both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Here's Ward with the drive. Lays it up off the glass. Ward's got 8 points.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Here's Bryant, and he uses the glass on the layup.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
He's covered by Thompson. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Here's Larkin. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got rebound number 5 here tonight. No good on the 3. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Up by 1. And do not go away. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Larkin. He's out there with Thompson. And it's Smits in at the 4-man position. Poirier passes to Larkin. Pass to Smits. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. That shot no good.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Home team foul. Larkin. Second personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for your home team. Number 33. Number 21.
Low. Misses from short range.
Well, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Bryant drives in, and yes, it's good. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And, guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Number 33. First personal foul, second team foul.
No good on the free throw.
Taking 2 shots.
That one misses.
And not what we're accustomed to seeing from him at all from the free throw line. And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Yep, that one goes.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one. Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands too.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Floats one, and that's 2 points on the layup.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
mark there with the three-point shot.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Away team foul. 0. Third personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Poirier, covered by Hayes. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. Pushing it up. Launches a three. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Third personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your home team.
Free throw, good, Bryant.
And 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hayes. Poirier grabs the miss. Hayes has gone 1 of 3 on the night.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Smits. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Poirier. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Ward. Connects from three-point range.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Ryan in the post. That one falls.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Lots of room. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts. Getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to. Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Away team foul. 0. Fourth personal foul. Third team foul.
Puts it up off the inbound, and it's blocked. And he recovers it. Clock at 6. Pass to Poirier. Good, and the assist goes to Bryant.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on.
It counts. And now they trail by just 4.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Poirier. And so they get the victory here at home. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here's Melly. Pass to Hayes. Just 4 to shoot. Biberovic knocks down the 3-ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
It's up a 3. The shot, no good. We're about 1 minute into the first. And it's Melly missing. Launches it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's Baldwin. Pass to Melly. And he converts the layup.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Ward. Tries to keep it alive. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. They're in a bit of a holding pattern, hoping to take that next leap.
And you know, right now for the visiting team, they've been consistent in their approach, and they found consistency in these rankings. Just a real solid club that puts a good product out on the floor.
Here's Baldwin. Pass to Melly. 3-pointer. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Ward misses. Here's Biberovic. Here's Hayes. Off target at the rim.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Baldwin the pass to Melly.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for 2.
And that one misses. No good on the second free throw. There's the drive. Banked in off the glass. He's got 7.
Great find, leading his teammate right to the bucket.
1:57 left to play in the first quarter. Shoots the 3. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
It's a 7-point spread. Back to Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Pass to Melly. 1:04 left in the first. Here's Ward. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Now here's Hayes. Still yet to score. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Here's Biberovic. Six to shoot. Pass to Baldwin. Here's Melly. Out to the wing. Here's Hayes. Oh, that's blocked.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first. Traps in the tray.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Melly. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
That's an excellent bucket there. Not an easy one. That took some creativity.
And there's the drive. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. They lead by 13. And we'll be back in just a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
They are just killing them on the interior.
To the left side wing. Pass to Colson. Down low. No good with the layup. Guys, they've really built a nice lead here.
And doesn't show any sign of slowing down.
Low. Drops in the layup for 2. He has 6.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Pass to Colson. Puts it up. That's tipped. And they get it back. So the wing on the left. Off target from outside. Low. No good. His first miss after 3 makes. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
No good that time. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First team foul. At the line for the away team. Number 8.
First one falls for. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Here's Gutteridge. Still without a basket. Sinks the triple.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract lengths. Commissioner Silver says, we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. Low and good as it just snugs right down through the net.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Over to the left wing. Gutteridge can't get it to go.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
They swipe it. .151 left to play here in the second quarter. Fires for 3. Cans it from downtown.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
From the arc, Birch grabs the board. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Driving the lane, and that one's good by Herrera.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
It's tipped. Here's Hamas. He has yet to score. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. There's the 3. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. Here's Herrera. Sinks that one from the post. Herrera's got his second bucket.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
No good from the wing.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Here's Colson. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Here's Gutteridge. No good on the last second attempt there. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Up 19. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
These guys have made a great case all season long, Shaq, and now they're processing things even faster.
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the home team.
I think it's fun.
And that concludes halftime.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. They've got Marjanovic. He's out there with Baldwin. And it's Biberovic in at the 2 spot. Here's Baldwin. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Off target with his 3.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
covered by Hayes. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one. So it's the visitors now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Here he goes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul, first team foul.
The first free throw is good.
Number 2, taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Baldwin. The 3-ball. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
They set the pick. Driving in. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And a few years back, the NBA coach decided to change how they do take fouls. It appears it's had the impact they wanted, don't you think?
I certainly do, Kevin. I thought it was a great rule change. There's almost nothing more exciting in NBA basketball than the fast break. And take fouls were limiting that. Now that we've gotten rid of those, we're really getting to see the athleticism of NBA players.
Yeah, because we want to see the finish, don't we? You want to see what happens when they do get off on that kind of play.
That's where the excitement happens.
Out to the wing. Here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Driving inside. Intercepted. Here's Melly. He's got 7. Pass to Biberovic. Here's the break. Finish off the break. He's got 5.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
It's good from long range.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Baldwin. 6 points for him. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the middle. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. He's got 19.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Count the basket.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Baldwin's gone 3 of 6 shooting from the field, 50% so far. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Guarded by Marjanovic. Puts up a 3. Pass to Ward. Launches it from deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Ward's got 5 now.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Here's Baldwin. Lays it up and banks it in. Baldwin's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And it's off from three-point range. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Delivering the blowout. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
Number 2.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Hayes, Baldwin out there with Marjanovic, and it's Melli in a power forward. Melli's gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor. Here's Ward. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night, but despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Baldwin can't get it to go.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Hey, Stan, we've exported so much corporate basketball knowledge overseas. Remember when Fratello and you and your brother Jeff would go over there and have these clinics and teach the coaches the game? And they've taken that knowledge clearly and run with it.
No, I think that definitely happened when those guys went over. I think now it's sort of going the other way in large part. I know that all of us in the league now study what the great coaches in Europe are doing, and there's a lot of them, and the game is different, but they incorporate a lot of different concepts. I don't know a staff in the league that isn't spending a lot of time studying the international game.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA.
Here's Gutterich. Offline with his 3. For 3. That one doesn't go. Jacks up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Drills it from outside.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Colson passes to Birch.
Away team foul.
On Sunday and then on Thursday. And the NBA coach has made sure franchises can't sell their future via draft picks in a trade. What do you think of that?
I think it was probably a good idea because, you know, all of us, coaches, maybe even more than GMs, but organizations get to a point that you want to win so badly in the present that you're willing to just sacrifice the future, and that can lead to some very bad teams down the road, and the NBA doesn't want that.
Yeah, and we've seen that. You're right, a lot of examples.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Pass to Gutterich. Fires from deep. That shot off.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
To the inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Gutterich has got his first points of the night.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Low. It's rebounded by Gutterich. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 8 rebounds in this game. Puts up a deep 3. The shot missing.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
From deep, it's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game, 10 for 13.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Team foul.
A minute 20 left here in the fourth quarter. A nice shot by Betteridge.
Yeah, you love to see a quick bucket off the inbounds. Well done.
Low tries to the hoop. Off with the layup. Here's Coulson. His three-pointers off the mark.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Fires the three. That shot off the mark. Here's Ward. They turn it over. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think...
Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
First team foul.
And he makes the first.
For the away team. Smith taking 2 shots.
He does not get the second one. Here's Baberovic. Pass to Marjanovic. Here's Melli. Tries it from 16. Second shot opportunity. Goes up again. Marjanovic can't hit. Here's Smits. Unable to get that one. Oh, they pick off the pass. And here's the fast break. And he misses the fast break layup. Here's Baldwin, defended by Thompson. There's the triple. Drops in the 3.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Here's Larkin. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. Here's Baberovic. Pass to Melli. Over to the wing. Stripped it away. And they're on the break. Here's Smits. Off target from outside. Here's Baberovic. And he jams it home with authority.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Poirier's shot is off.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Here's Melli. And he makes it on the layup.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Tipped. Here's Smith. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. First one falls for him. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Here's Poirier. And finally they hit one.
I think he caught the defense napping. Those plays can be soul-crushing.
Here's Baberovic. The three-pointer off the mark. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Thompson passes to Larkin. Baldwin with a rebound.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Here's Marjanovic. Here's Hayes. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Thompson passes to Larkin. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Marjanovic.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And that one is hammered home.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Larkin with the bucket.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Baberovic. Nelly tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. 1:11 left in the opening quarter. To the paint. Here's Schmitz. It's blocked.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Here's Baldwin. Three-pointer off the mark. Here's Poirier. Thompson outside. Pass to Nora. Back to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Marking no good.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Here he goes. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
The first one falls.
2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Knocks down the triple.
And just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot. Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Shot's good by Thompson.
You know, an easy basket made possible because the assist was crisp and it was perfectly placed.
5 ticks left in the first quarter. Back to Hayes. He got it up. He knocks it down. Wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. And it looks like
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
basket off in time or not.
While this call may not decide the game, you always prefer to get it right.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, that one's going to count.
And BA, you can argue against replay all you want, but at the end of the day, you want it to be a level playing field. You want the...
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Up by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Home team foul will begin. First personal foul. First team foul.
Poirier passes to Bryant. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
To the right side. Stolen by Bryant. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
He's off on the layup.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
From outside, off the mark. Into the lane. He gets it in there. Bryant's got 6.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Out to the wing. Pulls it. They get the rebound. And he makes it.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. On Thursday, then on Saturday, this is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Deflects the pass to the middle. Here's Goodrich. Basket's good.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. That one goes in.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Off target at the rim. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Oh, from deep. Second chance shot. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Over to the left wing. There's the 3. Another shot. And he takes it up and lays it in.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
From deep. Poirier with the rebound. Poirier's got 4 rebounds now. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Give him 8 points now.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Here's Goodrich, covered by Bryant. Can they get it? There's the drive. Goodrich with the bucket. And 1:01 left to play in the half. And Bryant, here we go, drops in the layup for 2. Bryant's got 10 points in the quarter.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
The putback. It's good on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
And he banks in the layup.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
He puts up a 3. Poirier with the rebound.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot. Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Launches it. Gets the 3 to fall. 11 seconds left in the first half of this game. Off with the layup.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
And we've reached halftime in this one. They're up by 10. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Make some noise.
They're doing a nice job of getting their feet wet in the paint. I like the aggression, powering it up and sending it down.
And we've got the playoff picture. That's it for us.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Here's Baberovic. From outside the arc. Poirier with the rebound.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Thompson outside. Here's Larkin. He's defended by Hayes. Larkin passes to Smits. 5 to shoot. Pass to Larkin. Beyond the arc. The shot won't fall.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Here's Baldwin. And a miss there on the triple. Baldwin's gone 1 for 3 on the night. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Smith has gone 2 of 7, struggling a bit. Pass to Marjanovic. Here's Baberovic. Here's Baldwin. He's got 5. Here's Marjanovic. Now here's Hayes. Here's Baldwin, defended by Thompson. Thompson with a steal. Here we go. On up the court. Here's Smith. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
Screen by Marjanovic. Here's Baldwin. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Baldwin taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Thompson outside. Lets a floater go. They set the pick. Here's Larkin. That three's off the mark.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
To the left side wing. Here's Melli. Screen by Marjanovic. Shot clock at 5. Down low. Tries again. And it's good on the layup.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Here's Larkin. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
First personal foul. First team.
The home team calls timeout.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Here's Baberovic, covered by Bryant.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Fires the three. He's off on that one.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Out to Thompson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bryant.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Here's Baldwin, defended by Thompson. Baldwin's shot is off.
Absolutely tenacious, guys. Stuck right on him defensively, bothered that shot.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Pass to Baldwin. They get it again. Here's the three. That one doesn't drop.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Thompson scanning the floor. And here's Johnson. Right wing. Poke loose. And here they come. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Johnson's got his first points of the game.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
It's been a challenging quarter for them, and his offensive inconsistency is a driving factor. The officials were right on top of that one.
It's his first trip to the line.
Second team foul.
And he drops it first.
For the away team, Jordan and Wara at the line for two.
And he makes both free throws. Here's Baldwin. He has 7. Melly, the pass to Hayes. And miss after miss right now. Bryant outside. Pass to Oturu. Back to Bryant. Misses the jumper, and as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Leading by 17. And don't go. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Second personal foul.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Hayes. He's out there with Niko Melli. And it's Baberovic in at the 2.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
So it's the home team now. 19-point game. Here's Baldwin, defended by Thompson. Baldwin, the pass to Melli. Here's Bryant. It's hauled in by Baberovic. Pass to Hayes. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Nora. Off target from outside. Here's Baberovic. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Thompson goes in. Chalk up 2 there.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
The home team calls timeout. Thompson's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. There's a screen. Oh, he tries a 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Oturu passes to Nora. Here's Larkin to the inside. Oturu. And the layup is good off the glass.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
No good from outside. And technology, always a conversation, Doris. So talk to us about wearable sensors and where that is between the league and players union.
Yeah, you know, obviously there are some privacy concerns because what these wearables give you are devices to measure how healthy a player is. What should his exertion level be based on all kinds of health information? Resting heart rate variability. What was the quality of sleep? Quality of sleep is a huge issue in the NBA with all the late flights and tip times, et cetera, cross-country travel. When you're investing millions into your players, you're trying to take the best care you can of them, and some of that goes to the information you can glean from these wearables. I love them. Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Outside Johnson. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
Here's Larkin for three. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
You have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Clock at 6. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, BA, you have two choices. You either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
The three. Here's Bobois. Pass to Nora. Second chance effort. That one is off. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
Number 21. One shot.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Bobois. No good on the triple. Three-pointer. Knocks it down from distance. Here's Bobois. There's 21 seconds left in the game. Here's Larkin. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the win...
Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Larkin out there with Thompson. And it's Smits in at the 4. From downtown, Oturu with the rebound. Mora, the pass to Larkin. Out to Thompson, inside, knocks it loose, taken away by Hayes. And here's the fast break, the tray, and it's Smith with the rebound. Thompson outside. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Into the lane. That one drops for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
They set the screen. And he starts out with a miss in this one. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Got a hand on it. He's covered by Thompson. And the three ball is good. 5 points in the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Larkin. And again, unable to change momentum here.
Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Look, that's not as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
They set the pick. To the wing on the left. Just 5 to shoot. And Hayes throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Thompson. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. To the wing right side. Pass to Ward. He's covered by Thompson. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
Here's Larkin. Sinks the three-pointer.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, not the start that they wanted, but maybe that basket was all they needed to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Now here's Hayes. Oturu with the rebound. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Larkin. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Larkin's got his second bucket of the night.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Larkin's gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting. They set the pick. Pass to Ward. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point territory. They get it back. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 8.
Oh, great ball movement there.
40 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Larkin. He has 5. Here's Smits. It's intercepted. And here comes the break. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Oturu, the pass to Thompson. Here's Smits. No scoring in this one. Back to Thompson. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. They're up by 11. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Right wing, lets it go from deep. Bryant with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Poirier. And it goes down 2 points.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Low. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Count that one.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Here's the screen. Pass to Herrera. Hits the three-point bomb. Herrera's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And here's Bryant outside. Another shot. And no good that time. Here's Herrera. Bryant defending. A nice shot by Hummus. Here's Poirier. It's tipped. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
To stop the run. Kept alive. Out to the right wing. Puts up a three. Drains the three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
Draw them in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First team foul. At the line for Euroleague.
And the first one at the line is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Here's the three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Going inside. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
And they're on the break. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you. And the second free throw, good. 1:35 left in the second quarter. This one for three. Buries it from three-point range.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Trying his luck from deep. Smits passes to Poirier. Here's Smits, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
1:04 left to play in the first half. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. And here's the fast break. Launches it. Here's Poirier. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Can't cash in from the high post.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
No good there. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Hamas. Bucket is good. Hamas has got 4 this quarter.
Really good ball movement there in transition.
He tries for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And we finished one half of basketball. They lead by 11. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action.
Guys, how about our winner from the Western Conference?
His activity on both ends has been remarkable, constantly looking for ways to affect it.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the home team. And that is our...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Down low, here's Poirier. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. It's stolen. Pass to Smits. Here's Poirier. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Inside. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Three-pointer. It's off target. He's 4 of 9 from the field.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Misses the wing three. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Rebounded by Ward.
An ominous start to the second half. They are now 0 for 4.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Pass to Smits. That three off the mark. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Three-pointer on the way. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his 4th rebound in this one. The three. The rebound by Bryant.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. No good from outside.
Away team foul. Number 33. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Defended by Bryant. Always going up for the alley-oop here. It's stolen by Bryant.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Shoots a three. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 5 rebounds tonight. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. 6 points for him.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, and that's made a huge difference. They're making the most of the chances on the break. Transition buckets decide more games than people think.
Pass to Ward.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. Smits passes to Poirier. Sweet little floater. Poirier's got 6 points.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looked. It's a challenging shot.
Out to the right wing for the three. Good on the triple.
Didn't get a 3 in the first half, but now he's on the board with his first triple of the game.
Outside Bryant. It's stolen. Goes in for the dunk.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Smits has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. Sets up the alley-oop pass. Bryant, high post. Tries a three. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 6 rebounds. Whoa, look out! Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense...
Have mercy.
Wow.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Here's Smits. And nothing is falling for him right now. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The shot's good.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Here's Herrera. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Pick off in midair. It's tipped. One minute now into this fourth quarter. Here's Smits. Second chance shot, and he lays it up and in.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
So, Greg, you played the point. In Create a Player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
And that one's good by Herrera.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. You gotta at least show a little heart out here.
And the ball goes out of play following the shot. On Thursday, then on Tuesday.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are. And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line. And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Oturu, the pass to Smits. Larkin looking it over. Beyond the arc. They get it back. Here's Oturu, and he uses the glass on the layup. Oturu's got his first basket of the night.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamental.
Rebound by Larkin. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. There's a good screen. Takes a three. Here's Smits. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Smits has got 4 points now in the quarter. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the final quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Taken away by Hayes. Out to the right wing. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And a miss there on the triple. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
From outside, off the mark. And here's the break. Here's Larkin. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Throws it up high. Got a piece of it. Pushing it up. Here's Oturu. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Defensive foul. TJ, 0. First personal foul. Second team.
There's 57 seconds left in the game. Pass to Hayes. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Here's Larkin. The three-pointer off the mark. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Launches a three. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Misses the three.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
From deep three-point territory. And the miss. And so the home crowd treated to a win. It was a take.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Hayes. He's out there with Niko Melli. And it's Peperovic in at the 2.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
Here's Baldwin. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And it's good for 2.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Pass to Hayes. 3-pointer. It's Hayes with the rebound. To the inside. Ward. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
Here's Baldwin. There's a screen. 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it. Out left to the wing. Inside. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
The shot by Melli, no good.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor. Not the start they were looking for here.
Oh, wow! Oh.
Watch out below.
Big finish. And that one is stuffed right through.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Here's Baldwin. Misses the 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Hayes. Can't cash it in from close range.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Here's Melli. Here's Baldwin.
Home team foul. Number 1. personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Baberovic. Here's the three. Baldwin's shot is good. Baldwin's got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
At the line for your home team.
First one falls for him.
2 shots.
He's off on the second. There's a minute 54 left in the first. Here's Hayes. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Here's the break. From outside, off the mark. From downtown. No good. And that makes him 0 for 3. On the take.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, a little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Let's go with a 3. On target from range.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Here's Baldwin. 5 points in the game. Fires for 3. No good that time.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Right wing. From the arc. It's not going to go for him. Here's Baberovic. It's Hayes with the rebound. Perry from outside. I don't know. I think we may get a review here. That was close. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he...
The previous play is under review.
In this game, so you want to make sure the right call was made.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, they want to get the call right, and the league is taking steps to speed the process with the Replay Review Center and Secaucus queuing up the footage for the officials.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the ruling is in. The call stands. No bucket. So no change in the score as we end the quarter. Good. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Up by 7. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Here's Guduric. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Hummus. Banked it in off the glass.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
There's the drive, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Uses the glass on the layup.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Here he goes. No good with a layup. The three. Guterich with the bucket.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Out to the wing. Here's Hamas. No made baskets yet. 4 on the clock. To the paint. Tipped. And they're on the run. The finish. And Birch slams it in.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
And Birch slams it in.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Herrera. An easy 2 on the layup. Herrera's got his first bucket in this one.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Not really his range, and it's off target. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Pass to Birch. Great start so far, 3 of 3 in this one.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
From deep three-point land. The shot won't fall. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. The shot off that time.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Here's Hamas. No points so far. Clock at 6. Unable to get that one. Birch with some nice D. Here's Guterich. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
Here's Herrera. 50 seconds left in the first half of this game. Hamas drops in the 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Guterich can't hit. Here's Herrera. 27 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Now here's Birch. Off target at the rim.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Substitution on the court.
17 seconds left to play in the half. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And so we wrap up the first half. Up 7. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Make some noise and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention.
Let's talk about our winner from the Western Conference.
Oh, he does a lot for this team. Controls the pace, keeps everyone involved, and then...
All right, looking back now at that first half, we just saw some obstacles to overcome for the visiting team. Thanks, as always.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Here's Melly. Pass to Baldwin. With the fadeaway. It doesn't go for him. Hayes is out there with Niko Melly. And it's Baldwin in at the 1. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Hayes. Got a hand on it. Driving in. And he converts the layup. 5 points in the game.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
To the wing on the left. Knocks it down from distance.
Hey, the D's got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. The shot by Melly, no good.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Wing shot on the way. That shot is off.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
Ward's shot is good.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Pass to Melly. Intercepted. In transition, here they come. Pulls up for 3. To the wing, right side. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ward. Misses in close. Here's Baberovic. And stolen by Hayes. In transition, here they come. Here's Ward. And the layup is good off the glass. Ward's got 9. Ward's got 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Hayes, the pass to Baldwin. And good, off the lead pass that time.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
1:57 left in the third quarter of the game. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
A deep 3. Got a piece of it. Pass to Baberovic. 3-pointer. Gets the 3 to fall. Baberovic has got his 2nd basket of the game.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Baldwin. He has 7. The 3 is up. And Ward pulls it down. Ward's got 4 rebounds now. Fires the 3. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Here's Melly. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Hayes is gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Pass to Baberovic. There's the triple. The offensive rebound. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Down low. Oh, it's stolen away. The 3 ball. Here's Baldwin to the left wing from outside the arc. And Baberovic gets it to go. Baberovic has got 6 in the quarter. Pass to Hayes. 3 seconds left. Oh, misses the dunk. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Up 11. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The 4th quarter is coming up next. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
First team foul.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. The quick look, no good that time. Pass to Guduric. He takes it in. Rebounded by Birch. Here's Guduric. Here's Herrera. No good from outside.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
And the first shot of the night for him, no good. About 1 minute played here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Hamas. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Oh, trying his luck from deep. Hits a 3-pointer. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th. With the drive. And he banks in the layup.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
First personal foul, second team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Here's Guduric. Off target from outside. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
To the middle. The layup off target. And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, BA, they should really stick with what they've been doing.
Kept alive.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
They set the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Connects from downtown.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Pass to Hamas. There's 1:40 left in the final quarter. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And he drops the first.
2 shots.
Good on both. 1:35 left to play in the fourth quarter. Looking to end the run. Doesn't go for him. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
And the shot's good.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Hey, Graham, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, BA, through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
No good there. And they're on the break. 4-3. That one doesn't drop. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The 3 drills it from deep. Pass to Birch. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Here's Hamas. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight. And the crowd...